I always forget. It was either Dancing Party by Shiwaddy Waddy or
Classic.
something, I can't remember, by Darts.
Oh,
Now with plugins. Give Over.
Oh, you beauty!
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. My name's Phil.
I'm JJ.
And tonight we are doing something different on the Distorted Trumpet Show. We are having a game of pool and interviewing each other to let you know a bit more about us and a bit more about each other as well, I guess. And there's no pedals, there's no trumpet playing or guitar playing, just playing pool, having a laugh and talking. So, yeah.
Let's play darts.
Go for it.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm alright actually, I've had a busy day at work. Bit mad. Nice break.
I'm using the carbon fibre cue, so I'm
Yes.
sure that's going to...
What's your signal chain?
How much does it weigh is the question,
Yeah.
if you're a cyclist.
I thought I'd go with a wooden model, which is slightly different. You will note that these are snooker cues, not pool cues. Anyway,
Please introduce yourself.
okay. My name is Phil. I am from Yorkshire, which is in the north of England. I live in France, not far from Bordeaux. I am a trumpet player, not surprisingly. I've played trumpet for several decades. I play jazz, blues, experimental. I have a day job which sometimes gets in the way of making music. Playing a few bands, do a bit of recording. Yeah, that's me.
Have a shot. Well, that's just to put you off. At what age did you start playing?
Oh, God damn it. I started playing when I was 7.
7?
In the school band. They had a day where they brought round a lot of instruments from the local council, and I wanted to play the drums, but the hardline at school got the drums, so that was out. And then I wanted to play the saxophone, but my hands weren't big enough, so they gave me a cornet, and I seemed to pick it up all right, and stuck with it ever since. So yeah.
Did you have your front teeth?
When I was 7.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
a friend's son wanted to play the trumpet, but
Right.
they said no because his teeth weren't fully formed. So
Okay. Interesting. I mean, this was mid-70s.
Yeah,
late-
maybe things
late
have
70s, so we're
okay.
probably a little bit less responsible then.
So into your musical interests, what was the first music that you purchased?
First music that I purchased, the first album that I ever owned was. Are you sure you haven't played since? Right before this, it says I have played since. I used to go to pubs in England 20 years ago.
This was for money, right?
Yeah. I played for a trumpet. First album I owned was
Not
Prince.
bothered, mate. Playing for a pedal.
Yeah, I've got plenty. First album I owned was Prince Charming by Adam and the Ants.
Whoa.
First single I owned was, I always forget, it was either Dancing Party by Shiwaddy Waddy or
Classic.
something, I can't remember, by Darts.
Oh, never heard
Do you
of
remember
them.
Darts?
No.
Oh, Darts were amazing.
Not the old arrows.
Yeah, no, not the old arrows. No, it was. I can't remember, to be honest. I'll go with Prince Charming by Adam and the Ants. My spots.
Your spots. The one with loads of balls left.
Yeah.
What's the most recent album you bought?
I don't tend to buy albums nowadays. because I listen to everything on Spotify. When I buy an album nowadays, it's on vinyl, so it's pretty rare. And the last one that I bought, I think, was a Miles Davis Entrance to the Gallows, Entrance to the Scaffold. Sorry.
The movie soundtrack.
The movie soundtrack from the much underrated film Noir, which he improvised the soundtrack from in the 1950s, 1958 I believe, in Paris, and it's amazing.
I'll vouch for that. Ooh. What was your best live performance?
My best live performance. Two completely contrasting ones. One was in this band that I used to play in England, and the band was called H2, and there was only two of us, and we're from Harrogate, hence the H. And we played to an arts centre just outside Harrogate.
Just for the non-British people, there's an H at the beginning of Harrogate. The locals call it Harrogate, that's why there's an H.
Yeah, and for the French people, an arts centre is probably, I guess, a salle de fête, I don't know.
An arts centre de loisirs.
There you go. And we played to four people. We played to four people and a dog in this arts centre. It was...
Is that 2 shots?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can miss one, right?
yeah. We did a 90-minute improvisation, no speaking, and 4 blokes that just got the music. By sheer contrast, the other...
That was your best?
That was... I've kind of got joint best, so I'm going to go for 2 if that's allowed. Is it against the rules? Alright. The other one was the Royal Albert Hall, where we won the British National Brass Band Championships with Brigade Monastic Brass Band. So packed out Albert Hall, which is something that you don't forget in a hurry.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then, on the other, nice. On the other side, what was your worst live performance?
My worst live performance. Oh Christ! My worst live performance was so this same band we played at a beer festival in North Yorkshire in England, in a village that's full of agriculture, so it's all farmers and not the most sort of hip jazz club in the world. And we decided to play an experimental jazz set at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody had been on it since lunchtime. And most of the
two of you again?
There's 2 of us.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff we were playing was like whale music, and just it did not go down at all. We got booed and heckled, and it was horrendous. I'm sure musically it was alright, but just it was not a pretty sight.
So how long ago was that?
That was 2013-ish.
Do I get 2 shots?
You do get 2 shots.
When did you first start playing with guitar pedals?
I first started playing with guitar pedals.
Hang on, sorry, technical question.
Yes.
So fouls, I can hit a spot, right?
Yeah, is it 2 shots to you?
2 shots to me.
So technically you can pick the white up if you want and play it behind the line. Or yes, you can hit one of my balls to get to one of yours. So I started playing guitar pedals actually as plugins, so not technically pedals at all, but the effects equivalent in Ableton in about 2011, which was just a couple of years after.
2011, okay.
Yeah, so I quit the brass band in '99,
Yeah.
and then I took 10 years off completely, and then nice shot. And then I got back into playing again in 2009, and then a couple of years later discovered experimentation and free improvisation, and I started messing around with plugins. Give over.
Oh, you beauty!
But I actually got my first pedal. What was that?
I'm just going to enjoy that for a second.
I think we might do a replay in the video of that shot with a close-up. Obviously completely planned. He's been practicing for a week non-stop. That's why I haven't heard from you for a week. You've just been practicing pull down the
I've got
motion.
like blisters on. Definitely from the pull.
Yeah. What was the question? Oh, and then so I started. I got my first actual pedal from you last year, start of last year. The mini reverb and the mini delay pedals from the ones that you were getting rid of.
Yeah. I wasn't really getting rid of them.
No, but I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah. The sort of AliExpress equivalent ones. Okay. So you started playing with actual guitar pedals last year. You've come a long way.
I have.
Tell me about the evolution of your pedal board.
Pedal board. So my first pedal board was a wooden one, which our other mate from another band made for me.
Shout out JB.
Shout out JB. And JB made. Oh, come on, man. JB made me a board which.
Beautiful,
fits.
actually. It's really, really nicely made.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing, yeah. And it fit the two pedals that I had perfectly. And then. Hopefully you can still hear me, the boiler's about to kick in. And then,
Bass.
yeah. Then I upgraded to the board that I've got now because I bought a wah pedal.
It's too big for the wooden board.
And it was too big for the wood board, and then I added a bunch of more pedals to it and a wireless show box, and it is what it is today.
And pretty soon it's going to be, you need a bigger board.
Yes, it's ever expanding thanks to.
Does that board have a name?
Its nickname, yes, was Chris's Penelope pedal board.
Who's your favourite trumpet / guitar make? So
Make?
I guess trumpet.
My favourite, that's interesting. So my favourite one that I play at the minute is the P trumpet, which you may have seen in previous Distorted Trumpet Show videos. If I was to choose my ideal one, it would be a Monet, which is like the Rolls Royce of trumpets.
Terribly unreliable Rolls Royces.
Yeah, well, alright, so this is whatever the most reliable supercar is of trumpets. Cost about 25 grand, and they're handmade and bespoke, and like, you know, Winter Marsalis and some of the best trumpet players in the world playing them. They're just, they're special. Nice shot.
Sure. Who's your favourite trumpet / guitar player?
Miles Davis. Without a doubt.
Easy. If you could jam with any musician, living or dead, who would it be?
Oh, Prince. See when he let me on the stage. Prince, because I don't think I've had the balls to jam with Miles Davis.
Double.
Yeah.
Unacceptable. What bands have you been up to now?
Quite a lot of English brass bands to mention. Finishing off with Regatta Maastricht. Then I was in H2, which was a band in England that I've just mentioned. And then I was in the Mighty Crimple Stompers, which was a pub band. I got one more shot, was that it? No, I think it's yours, isn't it? I lose count with. Go on, finish it off. And then
No pressure.
the Crimple Stompers turned into something else, I can't remember what they were called. And then in France, I used to be in a band called Jatta, and then Jatta got renamed, because we didn't like the name, into the Mighty Electro Jazz Trio. And a little known band called Gingerbread, which I've yet to see public, but will be.
Now, is it gingerbread or gingerbeard? That's. Oh!
What a finish! Wow.
You smacked it in there.
Yes.
Oh, give you a good lead. 1-0 to Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, gingerbread or gingerbeard.
What else we got?
What music do you listen to when you're on your own?
I like listening to jazz. I like listening to chill out music. I like listening to really heavy guitar music and hip hop and electronic music.
Jeez.
So everything basically.
Ridiculous answer. Star Wars or Star Trek? I think there's an answer there. Oh.
I mean, I've kind of got to go for Star Wars given that the man is here, but if it's Star Trek, it will be Star Trek Next Generation.
Okay. Glass half full, glass half empty.
Glass half full.
What's your favourite pedal?
My Crybaby Wah.
What is one thing about you that very few people know?
I am a trained professional life coach.
James Bond or Jason Bourne?
Oh, James Bond, every day of the week.
If you play chess, which you do you prefer to start as white or black?
I prefer to start as white. It doesn't make any difference to the end result, but I prefer to start as white.
Well, you get a 0.3 advantage for 370 point advantage for starting as white.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely. Where did the idea for the Distorted Trumpet Show come from?
Well, me and you, when we started Jatta, which became the Electro Jazz Trio.
Yeah.
So really paying any attention. We used to talk about pedals non-stop.
Yeah.
And we always said that we should do some videos about it.
Should
And
record
one
our
thing-
chats, right?
Yeah, and one thing led to another, and we decided to do a podcast, and here we are.
Because it was quite educational for
Yeah,
you particularly, but
that
also
was the other thing.
for
right?
me,
Yeah.
being able to sort of explain it,
Yeah.
try to explain it was helped me understand it more as well.
Definitely, yeah, because there was always that thing about I was learning new stuff about pedals,
Yeah.
and you were learning stuff about not realising pedals could do or could sound like that with a trumpet sort of
Absolutely,
thing.
yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So playing a fuzz pedal through a trumpet.
Yeah.
I haven't potted anything, so it's totally still open. Outboard pedals or software plugins?
outboard.
Playing with headphones or playing through an amp or speakers?
I think it depends on the purpose, to be honest.
Stripes, right?
Your stripes, yeah. I think if I'm playing something that is more close and ambient and needs a bit more attention, I would play with headphones.
Oh yeah?
But because I can hear better. But if I'm just jamming or playing along with something or whatever, then I would just play through speakers.
Okay. Pool or snooker?
Well, Paul, since we're playing this, but I do like a game of snooker.
Yeah.
I used to be a member of a snooker club in Halifax, and yeah, it was this. I like snooker.
What is your morning routine?
My morning routine, some mornings doesn't happen depending on what time I get up, but usually I wake up about 6:30. I do some meditation, I do some journaling, I go for a walk, and by the time I've done, and then I do some sort of a workout, some press-ups or whatever, and then I'm usually finished with all of that about 8ish. Get a shower, start work, and at the minute I'm doing intermittent fasting, so no breakfast, just water.
Wow.
I'm not into coffee or anything like that, so just water.
No bulletproof coffee then.
Nice.
Which 5 musicians would you pick for your supergroup, living or dead?
5 musicians. Miles Davis, Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Johann Sebastian Bach, and Stevie Wonder. No idea what
That's a heck of a supergroup. What are they going to play? Which pedal do you attach?
One
Pick
each.
a pedal, match them.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally, we've dealt with. And lastly, guitar or trumpet?
Well, it's got to be trumpet every day of the week for me.
That concludes the interview.
It does.
You pass. Oh no. What can we expect in the future from the Distorted Trumpet Show?
Very good question. Well, I would say much of the same, more pedals, more excitement. We might do some things that are slightly tangential to pedals without giving anything away. And just, more of the same, keep going. We're going to try and stick to one a week and keep growing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Congratulations, you have passed the interview.
Thank you very
You
much.
may continue
Nice.
within the Distorted Trumpet
Show circle. Excellent. I'm very pleased. Thank you very much for that. Right, well, I'm going to go and carry on and beat him at pool, and we shall see you next week. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.